Breaking news, Charles's title overhaul. A royal reshuffle so bald it has the palace courtiers clutching their teacups like life rafts. According to an explosive insider whisper rippling out of Kensington Palace, King Charles is quietly rewriting the rulebook on royal titles, not with a quill and parchment in public view, but with a strategic mandate behind closed doors. Think of it as spring cleaning at Buckingham Palace, except the clutter is a century of inherited styles and the vacuum cleaner is constitutional authority. Quick favor, if you are loving this, hit that subscribe button. It is free, takes a second, and means the world to us. Thanks if you did. Now, back to the show. So, what is actually going on? Sources suggest the king is reviewing who gets to be called what, who keeps a title, and who quietly becomes a historical footnote with good posture. This is not just about polishing the crown jewels. It is about trimming the family tree so it looks less like a jungle and more like a bonsai. Smaller, neater, easier to explain to the public without a flowchart and a strong cup of coffee. Initial reactions have been swift and spicy. Minor royals, the ones who pop up on balcony photos like bonus characters in a period drama, are reportedly nervous. Imagine turning up to work and finding out your job title might change from senior executive to occasional consultant. Same office, very different vibe. Public perception, meanwhile, is split between finally a modern monarchy and wait, does this mean fewer tiaras? Spoiler alert, nobody is touching the tiaras. They are sacred. Now, let us tease the real question. Why now? Why risk stirring the royal soup when it's already simmering? Insiders hint this is part of a larger strategic play. King Charles has long spoken about a slimmed-down monarchy. Not slim as in salad only, but slim as in efficient, cost-conscious, and easier to justify in a 21st century Britain where every taxpayer wants to know what their pound is doing. Titles, after all, are not just fancy words. They're public signals of status, duty, and relevance. Change the labels and you change the story. Transition with me to the mechanics because this is where it gets juicy. Royal titles are governed by letters patent, which are essentially royal rule updates written in elegant legal language. Previous monarchs used them to define who is a prince, who is a princess, and who gets the coveted His Royal Highness. King Charles already made waves by limiting HRA styles to working royals. This new move reportedly goes further, looking at future generations and asking a brutal question. Who actually works for the crown and who just happens to share the surname?
Think of it like a football team. You can have a huge squad, but only 11 play on the pitch. The rest might train, support, or watch from the sidelines. Charles seems determined that only the players on the field wear the full kit. Everyone else gets the tracksuit. Still royal, still respected, but not front and center. Public reaction has been immediate and loud. Supporters say it is overdue, a necessary update to keep the monarchy relevant. Critics argue it risks creating second-class royals and fueling family tensions, because nothing says festive dinner like a debate over who gets a title and who gets a thank you card. Social media, of course, has turned it into a spectator sport, with memes comparing the palace to a corporate office restructuring. We regret to inform you your title has been downgraded due to budget cuts. Let us pivot to the bigger picture. This is not just about names on Christmas cards. It's about shaping the future image of the monarchy. King Charles inherited an institution that survived wars, scandals, and the invention of reality television. He knows symbolism matters. By tightening the definition of royal titles, he sends a message. This is a working monarchy, not a celebrity clan. Duties over drama, service over sparkle. Well, service with a bit of sparkle, because let's be honest, people still want the sparkle. And here comes the suspenseful twist. The insider leak suggests this mandate is not a one-off, it's part of a long-term blueprint. Future children of non-working royals may grow up without the automatic right to grand titles. Imagine growing up in a palace-adjacent world where your biggest claim to fame is being related to someone with a crown. It's aristocratic minimalism. Marie Kondo, but make it Windsor. Why does this matter to you? Because every royal title change rewrites the narrative we watch unfold on balconies, at weddings, and during state events. It changes who stands where, who bows to whom, and who gets mentioned in official announcements. It's like changing the cast list mid-season. The plot remains royal, but the characters shift. Critics warn this could cause fresh waves of family friction. Supporters argue it reduces confusion and cost. The palace, as always, keeps its poker face. No official announcement yet, just carefully placed briefings and an air of watch this space. If history is any guide, when the monarchy wants to prepare the public, it starts with whispers, then statements, then a perfectly timed press release with a photograph of the king looking thoughtful. Let us bring this home with the why. Why would King Charles choose this moment? Because he stands at the crossroads of tradition and modernity. He has the chance to define what a royal family looks like in a world that demands transparency and value for money. Titles are power, but they're also promises. By narrowing them, he sharpens their meaning. So here we are, watching a quiet revolution in crowns and courtesies, a title overhaul that could reshape the hierarchy for decades. Minor royals on edge, the public debating, and the king playing chess while the rest of us watch the checkers board. Thank you for watching.